Alrighty, how y'all doing out there? This is your goddess guru, Tyra Omilade, here to share a word of inspiration with you on your path to self-realization and self-mastery. Today is March 1st. Woo! Yes, baby, this is my birth month, and I am a March Pisces. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Happy birthday to all my fellow Pisces. You February Pisces, I hope that y'all have had a great time celebrating you. Pisces season is not over, so guess what? Your birthday celebration is not over. My mother, if she was alive, would have been 71 yesterday. My grandmother was born March 12th. My birthday is March 11th. And my brother's March 8th, girl. I mean, friends, y'all, it runs deep. Pisces runs deep up in here. Hope that y'all are well. Thank y'all for letting me indulge myself with a little fun with y'all. I hope that everything is going well with this full moon energy. I wanted to jump on really quickly and give you just a word to think about. For me, this moon has been wow. Sometimes people think we're just talking. And not every full moon has a major impact where I can see it. But this one, oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's really made an impact on me. And I feel like for me, it seems like, and I need to just start paying more attention. It seems like the earth full moon, sometimes they cut me like a knife. Whoa. Anywho, I wanted to just get on and encourage you all to maximize this energy of the Virgo full moon. So, Virgo is about being practical. It is about being of service. And Virgo it's a very smart energy. It's the energy of the specialist. And so, think about these kinds of things when you're looking at what is this full moon bringing up for you. That's another thing. The full moon is bringing to light something for you to take note of, something for you to do. And the way it's manifesting for me, I've been hearing certain things go through my mind about friendships because my tribe, my vibe tribe, my 11th house, that's what's being most affected by this full moon. And it's just been like little things that, yes, I'm sorry, y'all gotta put this on pause. Happy birthday, Lillian. Whoop, whoop. Hey, happy birthday. Happy birthday. It's your birthday. Have a wonderful birthday, Lillian. Wow. I don't know if I knew we were both Pisces. That is amazing. But this full moon has been happening in my 11th house. And it's like I've been hearing these whispers of things that I need to do, things I need to take care of, little things that have been bothering me to a certain degree about somebody in my life that's a friend, a part of my vibe tribe, And so you want to think about these whisperings that have been coming to you. And then you're welcome. These things that have been coming to you. And the full moon is like bringing it up in my consciousness in a way where I'm like, what? Where I feel like, there is a friendship that I'm like going to have to shift. The way I work with friendships is people get shifted in and out, in and out. I don't all the time just cut people off. That's just not my way. But I will back them up for my energy. Just don't have too much focus of my energy going into their sphere or, whatever. But I wasn't expecting this. This last weekend is when I was like, wait a minute, something's going on with somebody I know. I witnessed something. I was like, what's going on with this friend? What? Started feeling super ill at ease, but the whisperings had already been there. What I saw was really just like the culmination, like the big thing that got brought up to my consciousness to make me say, wait a minute, I really need to be thinking about this. And I started getting irritated and agitated. And I just said, you know what? I need to make sure I pay attention to this, because when we are shown something that it's time to let this thing go, then you need to do that. When we're shown something, you need to do something about this, then we need to absolutely pay attention. Thank you, Lillian. I appreciate you. And so, we want to pay attention to all the whisperings that have been coming up. If you know your birth chart, especially if you know your ascendant sign, then what is going on in the house that Virgo rules? Okay, what is going on in that house? To see what is being illuminated. What is coming up? Great risings. I love you too, Trinia. What is being brought up in that house of Virgo? Okay. Again, largely from your ascendant sign, but from my sun sign. Okay, let me see here. I talked about what Virgo is about, and I talked about the full moon. Okay. And so, yes, exactly. Cut people off because I need to move forward. I was just going to go there, but I don't want to make this about me. But that's the beauty of when we pay attention. Okay. Maybe I do need to talk a little bit more about this. Someone just said they're experiencing this right now themselves. Okay. So that's what I'm feeling right before I got on. I've been pondering, and it's not even just this one person. There's another group that I'm a part of that is very important to me. And that's what's throwing me off with this full moon. And that's just something to think about. Sometimes when we go through these full moon phases and stuff is being brought up, we're like, I wasn't planning on this. I wasn't looking for it. But the whisperings are there. You're thinking something's not right. Something is off. For me, I just feel agitation, or I might hear, I don't like this. You just complain about a person or a group or whatever, a project that I'm working on, And, but I don't really pay, initially maybe I'm just like, maybe I'm just being picky. Maybe it's me. That's the first sign when I know, oh, it's just me. No, you keep complaining about certain things, people, groups. Perhaps you need to pay attention. And the thing that I'm clear about is it may not even be anything really wrong, but when the break needs to happen, something's got to make it happen, or it's just not going to happen. But as Lillian is saying, the break happens because there's something else we need to do. That's what's being brought up. And Virgo is practical energy. And it's like, for us to be coming up with these practical solutions and doing things where we're going to advance, we're going to make progress, we have to think about the fact that sometimes we're being called to make practical decisions that will release us from things that we had no plans of letting go. But the best thing for us to do is to trust the process. That's the thing that's coming up the most for me. Is I've been down this path so much. I have seen so many times when something comes up, the whisperings have been there. I really didn't pay attention too much. I felt it and I didn't listen. And then once I replay, it's like, wow, this did not catch me by surprise. The clues were there. My inner spirit was telling me what to do. I just didn't do it. These are the things that we need to be thinking about. I see Virgos as people who are like, look, we've got to get the job done. Virgo is like, we're on the go. We're start to finish. We need to get this thing done. Virgo cannot, it's like Virgo is going to obsess until the job gets done, And so that's sort of how I feel we need to be thinking. What's blocking us from getting the job done? And that's how I'm seeing what's going on with me. There's certain things, people, groups that I perhaps, there's nothing wrong with them. It might be. I don't know. But there's not really anything wrong. It's blocking me from my progress. Because when I look at And I'm just using me as an illustration, okay? When I look at where Virgo is for my sun, so if I look at myself as a Pisces, it's my ninth house. My focus needs to shift to ninth house things. And anything that's blocking me, my mind, my energy, my focus, my time, anything that's blocking me, it's got to be removed. And so, you know, the energy that spoke for my Metanata Oracle is Aset Hetep. And so one of the things that that I know is when we're working with this energy of the mother, what greater energy to speak than the energy of Aset at a new moon? This is the energy of Isis. You know, people typically will call her Isis, but this is also the energy of Yemonja. This is the energy of the full moon speaking through the oracle, you know? And when this energy speaks, you know how mama is like, you know what? I know what's best for you. You know, when we are with our children, when they're younger in particular, and we're watching that child is melting down and everybody's like, what's going on? You just know this is what this child needs. Can't nobody else tell. The child's just in meltdown mode. And mama's like, I know exactly what's going on with my child. I know what's best for you. As my children have gotten older, I'm telling you right now, I have known you your whole life and I know exactly what's going on right now. And that's what the universe is telling us right now. Mama, big mama moon is saying to us, I know, I'm telling you right now, even if you don't agree with this decision to end some stuff, even if you don't like what the moon is bringing up and showing you, even if you don't like that Virgo is saying, I'm going to nitpick you. Because Virgos, they can nitpick you. But guess what? They're going to nitpick you to a better place. Okay? If they're in a positive mode. I'm talking about the positive manifestation of Virgo. Virgos and I have a love-hate relationship. First of all, Virgos balance me out. I'm just 100% about that. Virgos balance me out. I will have and always have plenty of Virgos or Virgo-like people in my life because that's my 11th house. But Virgos, they're so nitpicky. They can see every little freaking detail, you know. But guess what? After you deal with a Virgo and they look at all those little details that you did not look at, your stuff is on point. You have the best of the best of the best. All right. I live with a Virgo. I'm telling you right now, you hang out with a Virgo, you let them nitpick your stuff and they doing it in the positive manner, you will be the best. All right. And so that's what the Virgo full moon is doing for us. The moon is saying, you know what? I'm telling you right now, I'm about to nitpick you. I'm about to nitpick you and show you what you need to be focused on and what you need to be getting rid of and what you need to be improving and what you need to be fixing in your life. I'm about to show you that. All right. Now you do with it what you want. Because I could be fighting to hold on to all these friendships, these groups that I'm a part of. I could be fighting to hold on to them. They long term. No, that's all right. Because I trust mama. What is mama? Mama is our inner spirit, our inner guide. Are we going to trust ourselves? Or are we going to just stick with what we got because it's comfortable, or we really didn't plan on letting it go? We want to keep it. It's time out for that, y'all. We are in the process of upgrading ourselves. This is what the mothers have said. We will not be left behind. When you're not being left behind, that means sometimes you're going to consciously leave some stuff behind. When mama say time is up for this to be over, no more of this, then it's time to say, you know what, bye. That's what this moon is bringing up. What area of your life is being nitpicked right now? And are you going with it? Or are you going against it? Now, one of the things that's very important for us to think about with this full moon, with this Aset energy speaking, is looking at what are we devoted to? Are we devoted to truth? Are we devoted to our evolutionary process? Even when it makes us uncomfortable, are we devoted to that? What are we devoted to? Are we more devoted to being stuck in our stumble, or are we devoted to getting free? What are we devoted to? Whenever the mother speaks in the form of Yemonja, Aset, what are you being devoted to? Another thing that we want to do, because Virgo is like, look, my health and wellness must be on point. If not, and I'm making a joke about my Virgos because I live with them. If not, we are going to be walking around here like hypochondriacs. Let me tell y'all, this is time for us to work on our health, to think about the things that we need to be focused on when it comes to our health and wellness routines. That's another thing, because see, our set says take care of yourself, nurture yourself. So look at what is coming up for you. So I'll tell y'all, for me, I'm struggling with trying to understand, why do I feel like I want to be a vegetarian again? I don't want to be a vegetarian. I don't really like restricting myself too much, because I don't live around a bunch of vegetarians. You go places, people bring you a veggie tray when you're a vegetarian. That used to be annoying. I'm sorry. That is so annoying to me, because people don't know what vegetarians eat. Well, I don't like going into it. And that's why I don't want to be a vegetarian. The other thing I've been feeling led to do is to do cleanses. Well, I don't like doing cleanses, because anytime I don't eat normally, I put that in quotes, I feel it just throws everything off. But maybe I learned something new about my body, because I'm not in crisis anymore. And, maybe I can teach and not, be on this cleansing type diet. But that's really what's been coming up for me. And I'm trying to wrap my mind around, how do I make this happen where I'm going to be successful? Because I don't like failing. So that's an example of what's coming up for me. That's very Virgo-like too. Virgo is like, if you have Virgo energy, whenever you get off center and off balance, then it would be good for you to fast and cleanse. And you're right, Lillian. I am thinking possibly a short-term cleanse. And what it brings up for me, so think about the changes you may need to make. And what does it bring up to you if you experience resistance? What it brings up for me, when I start thinking about the short-term cleanse, I'm like, I've got to change my lifestyle. I actually have to stop and take care of myself, Yeah, that's the point of it. That's the point. The resistance is probably what needs to be fixed. So for me, my resistance is, well, I don't know if I have time. It seems like I don't have the brain space. Well, you know what? If I start complaining about my health, y'all tell me I ain't having it, because I have said today, I need to be doing something to cleanse and purify. And it might just be going, this big purge, this change, this shift that's happening in friendships. Wow. Let's see here. What else? Take care of yourself. Love yourself. Virgo energy is, because it is so nitpicky, it could just be sort of like harsh. It could be sometimes it's not the easiest energy to deal with. Virgo energy, actually, according to my teacher, my astrology teacher, it's one of those types of incarnations, if you have a lot of Virgo energy, that is not really like the most fun. Like Leo, you might have a little fun with Leo. Virgo, maybe not so much. Virgo can be so serious and heady, but you don't want to nitpick yourself to death. You want to make sure that you look at what can be improved, but it is always from the place of love. So, really move into that place where you nitpick yourself with self-love. Yeah, I know I may not be doing everything I thought I should do, but that doesn't make me a bad person. I love myself, The last thing that you may want to think about is, how can you be of service? In what way will you be of service? Because Virgo is of service. And so is the energy of the mother, this Aset energy. How can you be of service? Where do you want to serve? How do you want to serve? So consider that. If you're already of service, is there some new thing that you need to do? Because Virgo is a mutable sign, and the mutable signs are about improving what we do. when you bring the mutable. It's not trying to create radical change. It's creating improvements. Okay. And then with this energy of our set, we want to watch our emotions. Okay. You know, to me, Virgos, they're not super emotional. Virgos actually almost feel, well, let me not speak for all Virgos. The Virgos I know, they almost actually feel like they are losers if they get too emotional. But it is important for us to just be one with our emotions. The one thing I will say that I says is ask yourself in all that you do, especially when you're operating from your emotions, am I operating from my higher self or am I operating from my lower self? Allow the emotions to show you or give you information about perhaps a decision that you're making. You know, when you feel more positive in your emotions, maybe that's where you're supposed to be headed. When you feel more negative in your emotions, just like I was saying, I've been feeling negative about something, about some people, these groups or whatever. I've been feeling like disgruntled. And so it's like, well, let that thing that these people have done, I need to do about it, nothing. It is just speaking to me, letting me know the shift is happening. You need to be one with this shift because the shift is going to happen whether you let it happen or not. All right. So just really watch what is coming up for you emotionally. Be one with it and try to not shut it down during this time, because this Virgo is what is the clothes that the moon is wearing right now. It's wearing the clothing of Virgo. By the same token, you know, it is the full moon. So we do want to, if we're feeling like we're just way too emotional, maybe we should just back ourselves up and move ourselves to a quiet spot. Okay. Go spend some time with some children and love on your pets, because Virgo is all about the pets. The Aset energy is all about the children and animals. I mean, they really and truly just can bring us so much joy if we allow them. So let me see what some of these comments are saying. Yes, the week, about a week at a time should work. You're right, Lillian. Okay. I don't want to be in that position anymore. Hindsight 2020. I see this clearly now. Okay. Yes, fancy this. Trinia says, indeed, there comes a time to expand or retract your circle. Yes. So yes, other people are experiencing something similar. I just want to read what Lillian said because I really like this. You cut people off for your own growth. By hanging on to them, you can't move forward. So thank y'all so much. I mean, it's nice to be able to come on and chat about this. You know, I've learned to really make the process way more internal instead of talking so much. But it's nice to come on and have people like, yes, I can relate. I can relate. Fancy this. Do you know your ascendant? Are you Scorpio in any way? But it could be a third house thing too. Who knows? It could be any number of things. I appreciate you all, and I thank y'all for spending time with me on this full moon day, March 1st. Happy birthday again to me and Lillian, and just to all of the Pisceans out there. I thank you all so much. One more thing I didn't say. Yeah, the Virgo energy is also about the daily routines. Taurus ascending in Capricorn. So you're a Capricorn ascendant? Okay. I will say I have a Taurus moon, and I feel like what crossed my mind, fancy this, is Uranus is going to be moving into Taurus. I don't know if that's creating shifts. Okay. I don't know if that's going to be creating shifts or what, but yeah, shifts. But Virgo also is about daily routines, okay? So we want to use this time to see what's being brought up about our daily routines. It, as much as it's nice to be spiritual, I feel like we have to have a handle on the mundane in our life. And I love that energy. I love that about Virgo energy. It Capricorn, Taurus, the earth energy, it helps us to come up with those routines. If you feel like you're the type of person who doesn't do well with routines, then perhaps align yourself with people who are good with routines and sort of like have them help you, sort of follow their lead when it comes to having good routines for whatever it is. Daily routines help us excel and move forward. And that is absolutely something that I am finding I'm needing to re-embrace as things change in my life. Like, one of my children is going off to college this year. Oh, one of my children is going off to college this year, and in my spirit with this Capricorn, the Saturn and Capricorn energy, I just feel like my old self, motherhood just like blew me away. I've not really been on a routine too well. As my kids get older, I get better and better with routines. But I used to be like, I had my meal planned out, and I had days where I did stuff. I naturally had this order, and I just have been like in the clouds. And I had to start hanging out with people who are naturally more ordered, or just were in a more ordered season in their lives, in order for me to like bring myself together. I used to like really have to hang on to Virgos and Capricorns. But now it's like coming back to me. And the more routine I have, the more I get done. It's shocking. I'm like, wow, this is awesome. So using this Virgo moon to look at your health routines as well as just your daily mundane routines. Virgos love that. And so we can embrace that also during this Virgo full moon. Hey, full moon, it's your birthday. Yep, yep, yep. Okay, let me see what she said. Fancy said, big shifts have been presented in my world. Thankfully, my best girlfriend is a Virgo. Mine too. I have several best friends though. But one of my chief besties, it's like, there's only going to be a couple that's the bestie of all besties. Yes, she's Virgo. Love you all so much. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Please like the video, share the video. Keep me posted on how this full moon works out for you all. I have been like caught up in voter registration or voter engagement drives, and I'm working on a reading. Oh, thank you, Fancy This. I appreciate the love. I've been working on a reading, and then last thing, I launched my bar class where I teach here and where I live. As a matter of fact, Lillian, State Farm. I'm teaching bar at State Farm now. Oh my goodness. This is so much fun, even though I'm totally like feeling out of my element because it's new. My stomach was upset. I had to teach yesterday because I'm like, I'm new at doing this or whatever. Yes, Cassia, Love and Light Pisces season. Thank you, Lillian. So yeah, I'm teaching bar now. So those things have been sort of like having me caught up. But I told myself, I don't feel right if I'm not doing my spiritual thing, my spiritual grind. So I will be, yet again, this last month, it has shown me, like what my focus needs to be and just the things I need to be working on, and how I feel if I'm a little bit too much involved in activist work. I can only do so much. I know the time necessitates us to be active in some kind of way in the community, but I'm like, I've got to pace myself. I have got to pace myself. Trini, I might do classes here and there, bar at Global. And I wish you were here too, Lillian. I miss you. I don't have nobody to talk to like I talk to you there. Anyway, y'all, thank y'all so much. Cassia, tell your mom I said, hey, I love her. Well, I guess I could send her a text. Cassia's mom is one of my besties. Cassia just chimed in not too long ago. She's one of my chief besties. We've been friends for like, how old are you, Cassia? That's how long we've been friends. 24. Anyway, y'all, I love y'all. Take care, and you will hear from me again soon, all right? Oh, last thing, if you need a reading, please let me know. GoddessBodyMindSpirit.com. I would love to divine. Oh, okay. I would love to divine on your behalf. Cassia says she'll be 24 in June. That's how long we've been friends. I met Cassia when she was 3 months old. Just beautiful, beautiful baby. I love y'all too. But yeah, if you need a reading, let me know. I would love to divine for you on your behalf. You can just go to my readings page there, a spiritual reading page, and choose the reading that's best for you. I've been doing quite a few goddess readings here lately. The last one was super powerful. It was amazing to me. I sat down and I just heard the energy that this woman is supposed to be working with. I didn't really have to use my oracle. I was like, wow. I love it when it comes through like that. So, hey, blessings to all you goddesses out there. We bow down to the energy of, the divine masculine out there also. Love y'all. Peace.